What's up, guys, and welcome to another PS Vita What Ifs. So before we begin, I'm going to ask you guys to click that like button if you like this week's What If. So for this week, we're going to be talking about what if Destiny was on the PS Vita. So Destiny is a PS3 and PS4 game that is coming out September 9th, I believe. And there was a beta, there was an alpha, and I actually played both, so I really have played the game a good bit before it was even released. And what it is basically, I guess you could say it's sort of like a Borderlands. It has a Borderlands 2 feel, or Borderlands in general feel to it, where you're like, instead of weapons, instead of like swords and stuff, you're using guns for a RPG, I guess you could say. It's not as much focused on loot as Borderlands 2, but there are loot that you can collect, so you know that you do sort of, you know, mess around with loot, but it's more of upgrading your stuff, going to the store, going to the orbit, the moon, whatever the heck the main base is, and you kind of buy upgrades as you level up. It doesn't depend on you finding guns, but if you find guns, they can be rare, and guns that you can't buy in the store, so that's also like a plus. But it's not like focused on the loot that you get, because in Borderlands 2 you don't really buy guns, it's more of the loot that you find. So, but it still has, like I said, it has a Borderlands 2 feel to it. But what makes it sort of different is, one, it's not as funny. It's not really funny like Borderlands 2, but it's more serious. That's one. Two, the graphics are real, you know. It's like, it has to do with like aliens and moons and stuff. Like, you're trying to save the planets and whatnot from these I forget what they're called, these monsters. And it's just a cool game. And the aspect that sort of makes it really cool is where you can be doing a mission and someone can just be doing the same mission with you. You can just kind of invite them, you know. You'll be doing your mission in this area and you'll see someone else walking around, and you can go out, you can walk up to them and be like, hey, join my fire team, and you guys can start taking on the mission together, and you guys can keep taking on missions. You guys can add each other, you know, be friends, and you guys can keep taking on missions through Destiny. That's where the marketing point is. That's where it's like turns really cool and stuff like that. There's also bosses. Borderlands 2 had like some bosses, but you didn't really fight them until like the end, you know. There wasn't really, but for Destiny, there's mini bosses after in each mission, and so it's cool. It's really cool, and I think the game is really fun. You have like powers where, yeah, you pick a class and you have like, they each have like certain skills and stuff like that. That's where also Borderlands 2 feel to it, but there's not as much skills, and it's not like all those weapon trees and stuff like that. It's more of just set skills side, kind of. It's sort of hard to explain, but you sort of get the idea. And there's also a competitive multiplayer into it, which fitting that, like the story mode plus competitive, might be hard on the Vita, but even if I got just the Destiny story mode, that would be awesome on the Vita. Like I said, oh, I didn't say this, but I really feel that like this could fit on the Vita as well. If you scale down maybe the worlds, it's just like, I'm not asking for a Destiny port. I want a Destiny for the Vita, you know, optimized for the Vita, so it fits nicely, so it plays nicely and all that stuff. You know, they're not trying to cram all of the console versions onto the Vita. You know, if they could do something like that, that would be amazing. If I'm not mistaken, on the PS4 and PS3, it's only 6v6, I think, online. At least that's what it was in the alpha and beta, I think. I can't remember, don't quote me on that, but I think that's all it was. So making it 4v4 isn't that big of a difference, you know. It wouldn't even make that much of a difference, and it would still be fun as shit, you know. And playing it on your Vita, that would make it all the better. But honestly, I feel like they could do it. If they put their mind on this, they could fit a Destiny on the Vita, a type of Destiny game on the Vita, you know. But because there's only 3 classes, not that many classes, so there's not that many, you know, skills and animations they gotta do for each class. So it's just, oh man, I really think they could do it. And if they ever did it in the near future, that would be amazing. So that's all I gotta talk about for Destiny. Yes, let me know if you guys also think they could fit Destiny on the Vita. You know, let me know in the comments below, because I believe they can, and I think they should. They should try it. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next PS Vita What If next week. And yeah, peace.